Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about affordable beauty, and I'm talking like really, really affordable. I'm gonna be using 7 products to create my look today, 7 products. I'm not gonna be doing much on the eyes. This is really a complexion kind of video, grooming the brows, just getting a quick out the door look, but I'm using 7 products. I feel like I need to keep repeating that because, are you ready? Under $40. This whole look is under $40 and 7 products. So this video is in partnership with e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I was so excited when they reached out because I know how much you guys love affordable beauty and I know how much you guys love e.l.f. I feel like e.l.f. is the brand that has so many fantastic dupes for high-end makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I know this is a super raved and hyped up product. I've actually had this for a while. I got this a while back, and I'm always looking for poreless primers because, you know, if you watch my videos, that is my biggest complaint, or is my pore size right here on my cheeks. That is what tends to show when I wear the wrong products. So I'm always looking for primers that are gonna smooth and kind of blur out the appearance of those pores. Now, I just like to apply it, I like to apply all primers kind of just where I need them. So for me, that is on the cheeks and then also on the forehead because my pores on my forehead are also starting to become more visible, and then a little bit on my nose, but you see that I don't really apply it all over. I really just apply it where I need it. This has a really nice, beautiful texture. It feels very silky on the skin. It is like a balm, so it's not a liquid or a cream. It's kind of more of just this really like luxe, like smoothing balm. It's hard to explain, but it feels so nice on the skin. Next, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and I grabbed the shade Linen, which is medium with golden undertones. So I'm gonna start by applying this in the center of my face, and then we're gonna blend out. And I did a lot more than I need here, actually. This is 3 pumps. I really did not need that many. I should have just done 2, but my first pump was not a full pump, so. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to just start in the center of my face and kind of build coverage and then blend out. Okay, so this is a really nice shade for me. It does lean pretty golden, but as I start to blend it out, it actually blends into my skin perfectly. So I like to kind of press so I get a lot of coverage, and then I will buff in little circles to blend and sheer out. This foundation offers pretty good coverage. I wouldn't say that it's full coverage, but I'm getting a great like medium level of coverage just from applying a little bit. I like to apply foundation really light and sheerly and then go and build where I need it. And I do that with all foundations because it is so much easier to go in and build and add where you need it than to try and correct where you've applied way too much. And I find that it is very easy to apply too much foundation. Foundations all, you know, range so much depending on the texture, the formulation, the coverage. So while some foundations you might need a lot of, others you might need very, very little. So it's always a good rule of thumb to start with a little with everything. Yeah, this looks beautiful. So it has a very natural looking finish. I don't think that it looks really glowy or radiant, but it doesn't look matte either. If I had to lean one way, I would say it's like a natural radiant look. I'm gonna show you guys how much of this foundation I'm actually leaving on my hand because I definitely applied more than I need. And my pores look very smooth. That foundation, or that primer, really helped. This foundation feels really lightweight. The texture of it is not real liquidy or watery, but it's not thick either. This foundation, you guys, by the way, is $6. $6. I mean, what? Okay, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So it blends out really nice and effortless into the skin, really quick and easy to apply. I'm kind of taking my time because it just feels good. But you could really blend this out in a second. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like with no concealer. This is how much I have left on my hand. So as you can see, I used more than I need. You really don't need. Even though it looks really golden, it blended out on my skin kind of perfectly. So that's a great shade. Yay for me for picking the right shade. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer. And this is my second tube. I actually had a tube of this a while back when this launched. I know this is a highly popular concealer. I picked up the shade Light Ivory, and honestly, it looks a little light. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried about this, but you know what? We're gonna work with it. Let's see. Okay, not too bad. It looks lighter in the tube than it does on my hand. I still think it might be a little too light for me, so I'm gonna be really careful with how much I apply of this. I am going to start in the inner corner of my eye. I'm actually gonna wipe off the excess on here so I don't get too much. I love the doe foot wand of this. It has a little slant, so it's perfect for getting right in the inner corner of the eye. I like that it's a nice large applicator, not real small. And I'm gonna go right in here, in the inner corner. Okay, yeah, it's a little light. What I might do, if this doesn't look like a good match, I might blend a little concealer in with that. You know what, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of I'm sorry, did I say concealer? I meant foundation. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of foundation and I'm going to pick it up on my brush, on my concealer brush, just using the tip, see? And we're gonna go and kind of blend with this concealer to make it the right shade. I do like my concealer to be a little lighter and brighter than my foundation, but you don't want it to be too light. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Still bright, but I can work with this. So I'm just kind of pressing this into the skin. Really, really great coverage. And it's a nice creamy consistency. Like you have time to work with it. You know how sometimes concealers that are more full coverage can dry really quickly? I feel like this gives me plenty of time to blend out. I'm gonna take what's left over onto my lid. I'm not gonna be doing much eye makeup at all today, if any actually. And so I want to kind of conceal and brighten my eyelid. Okay, all right, so now let's go and kind of blend this out because it's had time to dry. Then I'm gonna go back in and grab a little bit of the foundation and mix it in with the concealer. Okay, perfect, okay. Okay, that is really pretty. Really, really covers well. Doesn't look cakey or heavy at all. And it actually blended really nice with the foundation. So that concealer is $6, you guys. So the foundation and concealer combo together is $12. I mean, really nuts. Okay, I'm gonna go and wipe off the excess. Now I'm gonna go in and set everything, and I'm so excited to use this product. I actually have not used this, and shame on me because I've had so many of you guys tell me that this is like such a great, great product. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. I got the shade Light Pink. So it says it sets makeup and creates a soft, focused, blurred finish. Yes, 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 I will take all of that. I will take all of the soft focusing and all of the blurring that you can give me. So I'm just kind of tapping some of the product into the lid, and I'm going to apply this all over the face. I'm really working this into the brush, so I'm kind of just making sure that I don't apply too much and kind of blot it on my hand as well. All right, okay, so the foundation has a nice, pretty soft, natural glow to it. It almost looks only visible when you turn your face and the light hits your skin. So under the eyes, oh, this is pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, definitely pore blurring. Definitely pore blurring. I'm gonna show you guys how the skin looks with one side of the face set and the other. Okay, that looks so good. Can you guys see? Let me zoom you in a little closer. So I've set the left side of my face with the powder. You can just see that the skin looks a little softer. It's definitely mattified a little bit, but it still has a soft glow. But the pores are much less noticeable on the left side than the right. So I think that combination of products, using the Pore Putty Primer first and then setting with this Halo Powder, if you have an issue with pores, this is a really beautiful, beautiful combo. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go and set the other side. This powder also works nice under the eyes. I had a tiny bit of creasing under the eye, which I do with pretty much every time I apply concealer, but I set it with the powder and it just set it so nicely. It doesn't look heavy or dry. I also like to press when I set with powder versus like sweeping. When you sweep, sometimes you can move the foundation depending on what type of foundation you're using. It might move the product. So try just gently pressing powder and you'll get a prettier finish. The powder retails for $8, so far in total with the primer, the foundation, concealer, and the powder, we are at $29. $29. Next, I'm gonna fill in my brows, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm using the shade Taupe. I'm gonna use the little spoolie on the end to kind of comb the brows in place, comb them up. And we're gonna go and fill in the brow. So this is what the tip of this pencil looks like. So it's thicker than like a micro fine brow pencil. It's not really thin, but it doesn't have that triangular shape that some other brow pencils have. So it's kind of looks like a mix between the two. Let me look at the shade I have. Yeah, this is a good shade. I'm gonna show you this. This is taupe. I also got the shade neutral brown, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like in comparison. So these are the two swatches. They're very similar. So this one here, this first one is taupe, and then this one here is neutral brown. So I'm gonna go in with taupe to fill in my brows. Even though it's a larger brow pencil, like the head of it, it still has a nice like pointy tip. Good color. This is a good color for me. I honestly think either of the shades would have worked. They're pretty similar. Okay, this is nice. It's going on really easily. I don't feel like I have to put a whole lot of pressure on it. Got a nice level of pigment. It has like a softer kind of effect to it, so you're not going to get like real thin hair-like strokes, but you do get a good soft fill-in of the brow. So if you're someone like me that doesn't have a whole lot of brow and you really need to shape it with product, this will work well. So it almost gives the look of like a powdered brow or an eyeshadow brow. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of run over it with the spoolie to soften everything. So pretty. That's nice. This is a really nice brow pencil, and this is $3, you guys. So far we're at what, $32? Next, I'm gonna go in with this blush. This is the shade Mellow Mauve, and there's a couple of other really similar shades on the website that I'm gonna pick up, but this is one of my favorite blushes. It has a really nice sheen to it, so it has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not frosty. It doesn't magnify texture. It just gives a really pretty soft highlight to the cheek, and I love this color. It's like a neutral kind of rosy everyday blush. So I'm just gonna go in and pick this up with my blush brush. And I like to smile and apply the blush on the apples of the cheek, but then kind of blend upward and back. You know, depending on your face shape, your blush application and placement will vary. I've got pretty large cheeks, so I like to kind of lift them by placing it right on the apple, blending up and pulling back. Do you see that? It's a nice little rosy shade with a little highlight to it. So I'm gonna skip mascara because I have lash extensions, but obviously you'd want to apply mascara to complete the look. I did put a little bit of a coppery bronze eye pencil there to just kind of finish the lower lash line. But last, I'm gonna finish the look with one of e.l.f.'s Seriously Satin lipsticks. I have 3 shades here. I have the shade Taffy, Nectar, and Raspberry, and I have them applied on my hand in that order. So the first like pink one is Taffy, this is Nectar, and this is Raspberry. I'm gonna go in with Taffy because I feel like it works better with kind of what I'm wearing today. Really, really rich pigment, you guys. This is a very soft swatch, so it's gonna apply a punch of pigment. I am not gonna use a lip liner. I'm just gonna apply this by itself. This is what the lipstick looks like. It has kind of a nice pointy lip bullet. Very simple packaging, but you can see the color through it. It's transparent, which is kind of nice. If you take this on the go for touch-ups, you see what color you have without having to read the label. Again, this is Taffy. Okay, that is so much color. That is one swipe on the lower lip and then pressing it to the top lip. I mean, honestly, I could go like that. I don't even feel like I need to put more on, but I am going to use the tip to kind of shape the lip line a little bit. Okay, so this feels really creamy. It doesn't feel real glossy. It has a nice lightweight finish to it, so it doesn't feel heavy or thick at all. So this is the finished look, very simple and basic. I just wanted to show you guys kind of a quick, like, get out the door, everyday kind of starting point, so you can obviously add to the eye makeup or contour or do more to take this look up a notch. But I also think this is a great kind of get out the door everyday makeup look. Super quick. I think this would take you 5 minutes or less if you were doing this at home. And I wanted to show you some very budget-friendly beauty. So I want to thank e.l.f. for partnering with me and sponsoring this video. I will have all the products listed and linked in the description box below. Again, under $40, you guys, which is so crazy. I know I keep repeating that in this video, but it just blows my mind. And really, really phenomenal products and performance. If you have tried e.l.f. products that are your favorites, that are some dupes to your favorites, let us know in the comment section below. I know that I've learned about several e.l.f. products that are fantastic dupes from you guys, so I love sharing that with other people in this community. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your time that you spend with me here on my channel. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.